Nice room.
Gatwick Tower, good evening, Skyways.
Speedbird 2763, stand by. Speedbird 2763, taxi stand 20 via Juliet. Juliet via Juliet to 2763.
C46 Kilo Tango taxi 26 left.
Last station called the taxi cross line.
CC46 Kilo Tango.
CC46 Kilo Tango taxi holding point Quebec 1 via Quebec.
Taxi to holding point Quebec 1 via Quebec CC46 Kilo Tango. Thank you.
Gatwick Tower, good evening, Skyways 1725, stand 1044737 with Lima, QNH 1027, requesting clearance to Dublin.
Ferry 1725, Gatwick Tower, good evening. You've cleared Dublin, Kenneth 1 X-ray departure, squat 4473.
Cleared to Dublin, Kenneth 1 X-ray departure, squawk 4473, Skyways 1725.
Ferry 1725, is that correct?
Gatwick Tower, Speedbird 2652, stand 22, QNH 1027, ready for push and start.
Easy 9001, contact Gatwick Director 126, thank you, flight number.
665, easy 9001, thank you, yes, sir.
Speedbird 2652, stand by, call back. Norwegian, North Correction, North Shuttle, 44 Yankee Gatwick Tower. North Shuttle, 44 Yankee, go ahead. North Shuttle, 44 Yankee, number 26, left, cleared to land, surface winds 240 Vs, 3 knots.
25, quick to land, North Shore 44
Hello,
Yankee.
Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Field 2652 after the company XD20 passes from your right to the left behind. 722 Vision Star through faces.
After company left to right, start to facing the east, Speedbird 2652.
Skyways 1725, ready for push and start.
Ferry 1725, you're going to have to hold position to the final Boeing 777 left, don't quite up.
Release parking brakes.
Yeah, apologies, got none of that. Skyways 1725.
Easy 46 Kilo Tango, taxi holding point Alpha 2, runway 26 left via Quebec, Juliet, Papa and Alpha Sierra.
Alpha 2 via Quebec, Juliet, Papa, and Alpha Sierra for EG46 Kilo Tango. Thank you.
Release parking brakes.
Gatwick Tower, A320 at stand 25, request pushback and start, Speedbird 74 Papa Bravo.
Speedbird 74 Papa Bravo, stand 25, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, Speedbird 74 Papa Bravo.
EE75, stand 5-1, request back and pushback.
Release parking brakes.
EE75, stand 5-1, push and start approved, face west.
Push and start approved, facing west, EC725.
North Shuttle 44 Yankee, welcome to Gatwick, taxi hold short Romeo via Juliet, and I'll be standing. Taxi Romeo via Juliet, navigate from the North Shuttle 44 Yankee.
Release parking brakes.
44 Yankee, that would be expect stand 13.
And 13, no trouble, please.
Release parking brakes.
Ferries 1725 after the Ryanair flight 77 passes from your left to right behind, stand 105, push and start approved, against the east.
Release parking brakes.
And DD46 Kilo Tango from Alpha 1, take off from 826 west, surface winds 240 degrees, 3 knots.
Right, Alpha 1, please take off 26 off P346 Kilo Tango, thank you.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start that wheel.
For Yankee, can you please confirm after Romeo we will join Kilo for stand 13?
Now shot 44 Yankee, the initial instruction for now is to hold short Romeo via Juliet and expect stand 20.
Romeo Juliet 13, no shot for Yankee. EG725, request taxi.
EG725 taxi, hold short Kilo via Papa.
EG725, please say again.
EG725 taxi, hold short of Kilo via Papa.
Taxi, to Kilo via Papa, EG725.
EG725 just can hold short of Kilo via Papa.
Hold short of Kilo via Papa, EG725, thank you.
EG46 Kilo Tango, contact guys at X-ray 126, destination 5.
126.25 EG46 Kilo Tango, thanks for your help, goodbye.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass being removed.
Gatwick Tower, request taxi, Speedbird 74 Papa
Left
Bravo.
is clear. Right is clear.
Speedbird 74 Papa Bravo, taxi holding point November 1 via November.
Taxi holding point November 1 via November, Speedbird 7 Papa Bravo.
Speedbird 2652 is also requesting taxi.
Speedbird 2652, taxi open point Mike 1, runway 26 left, via Mike.
Mike 1 via Mike, 2652.
EG725, taxi open point Alpha 3, runway 26 left, via Papa and Alpha November.
Taxi to holding point runway 26 left, holding point Alpha 2 via Papa Alpha Sierra EG725.
EG725 negative, it's taxi open point Alpha 3, runway 26 left, via Papa and Alpha November. Shot 4490, continue on Juliet, stand with your choice to your left.
Continue on Juliet.
Skyways 1725 ready for taxi.
Skyways 172, give way to the EG725, correction, to the EGKK 8320 on Papa passing from your left to right. And taxi open point Papa 1 via Papa.
Give way to the easy from left to right and then taxi Papa 1 via Papa. Skyways 1725, cheers.
Fuel 265 from Mike 1, runway 26 left, big takeoff, surface wind is 240 degrees, 3 knots.
Speedbird 2652, we're not fully ready yet, so could we cancel the takeoff clearance, please?
Speedbird 2652, Roger, hold position.
Holding position, Mike 1, Speedbird 2652.
Speedbird 74 Papa Bravo, disregard the last. Somewhere.
Gatwick Tower, Golf Alpha Whiskey Echo radio check.
Golf Delta Alpha Whiskey Echo, Gatwick Tower, good evening, visibility 5.
Gatwick Tower, Golf Delta Alpha Whiskey Echo, it's a CRJ 900, upstand 21, with information kilo, request IFR clearance to Dusseldorf.
Golf Delta Alpha Whiskey Echo. Roger, are you able to accept the Clapton 4 X-ray departure from my 26 left?
Say that again, Golf Delta Alpha Whiskey Echo.
Golf Delta Alpha Whiskey Echo, are you able to accept the Clapton 4 X-ray departure?
Negative, Golf Delta Alpha Whiskey Echo.
Golf Whiskey Echo, are you able to accept Clapton 5 Mike? Correct, Mike.
Clapton 5 Mike, Golf Delta Alpha Whiskey Echo.
Golf Whiskey Echo, no correction to my last. Are you able to accept the Clapton 8 Mike?
Negative, Golf Whiskey Echo.
Golf Whiskey Echo, is there any Clapton departures you are able to accept?
Kilo Clacton 5 Whiskey, Golf Whiskey Echo.
Golf Whiskey Echo, Roger, stand by, I'll call you back.
Dublin 44 Yankee, thank you for your service, mate.
All stations, stand by, controller, change over in progress.
Golf Delta Alpha Whiskey Echo, I'd like to make a correction to my last request. I can accept Clacton 4 X-ray departure.
All stations, stand by. Okay, all stations, Gary Graham is on the line on 121.8, so if you need to contact Graham, contact him. The Ryanair, BA, correction Freebird 62652 and EC725, contact Network Director on 126.825.
Network Director 126.825, Speedbird 2652, thank you, bye-bye.
Speedbird 2652, Gallagher Dictator, good evening. Looks like you'll be number 2 for the departure behind the Ryanair 73, so just hold in sequence, break, easy, 36 Whiskey Yankee.
Gatwick Ground, good evening, Skyways 1725, holding Papa 1.
Skyways 1725, continue taxi on Brunel 3 by Papa Alpha November.
Continue taxi Alpha 3 via Papa and Alpha November, Skyways 1725.
125 contact. Carriage direction now 126, just an 85 up on a front march.
Director, good evening, it is 362 Alpha, level 210, descending in Bavarian.
Easy 360 Alpha, Gatwick Dictator, good evening, I'll be, actually it's landing runway 26 left, no delay.
And expecting 26 left, with no delay, easy 362 Alpha.
Okay, Speedbird 2612 behind the departing Ryanair 73 via Mike 1, line up and wait 26 left.
Behind the Irish cheater, line up and wait, runway 26 left and wait, Speedbird 2652.
Easy 36 Whiskey Yankee, speed 160 knots, maintain till 4 DME.
160 to 4, easy 36 Whiskey.
Easy 24 Hotel Charlie, turn left heading 350 degrees, speed 180 knots.
That's turning 350 degrees, speed 180 knots, easy 24 Hotel Charlie.
Gatwick Director, good evening, Skyways 1725, holding Alpha 3.
Skyways 1725, Gatwick Dictator, good evening, you'll be number 3. Your sequence will be the Ryanair, then the British Airways, and then yourself.
Yep, number 3, no worries, Skyways 1725, cheers.
Speedbird 2652, runway 26 left, clear takeoff, surface wind at 260 degrees, 5 knots.
The winds and clear takeoff runway 26 left, Speedbird 2652.
Easy 24 Hotel Charlie, turn left heading 290 degrees. When established on the localizer, runway 26 left, descend on the glide path.
Filling 290 degrees, descend left, 26 left. Thank you, easy 24 Hotel Charlie. Getting director EG725, good evening, hold short, holding point Mike 1, runway 26 left.
EG75 Gatwick Dictator, good evening, you'll be number 2 for the departure behind the UK Air.
To the departure behind EG725.
Easy 36 Whiskey Yankee, runway 26 left, clear to land, surface wind 260 degrees, 5 knots.
26 left, clear to land, AC 36 Whiskey.
Easy 24 Hotel Charlie, speed 160 knots, maintain till 4 DME.
160 knots till 4 DME, easy 24 Hotel Charlie.
Skyways 1725, line up runway 26 left.
Line up 26 left, Skyways 1725.
Easy 36 Whiskey Yankee, welcome to Gatwick. Taxi right onto 08 left. Hold short Romeo ground 121 decimal 8, goodbye.
Roger that, let's hold for the Romeo, AC 36 Whiskey.
Approaching 26 left. On runway 26.
Speedbird T652, report your altitude.
Can you repeat, please, for Speedbird 2652?
Yes, repeat your altitude.
Currently at 4,000 feet. Speedbird 2652.
Speedbird T652, thank you. Climb now, flight level 170.
Climb flight level 170, Speedbird 2652.
Skies 1725, runway 26 left, clear takeoff, surface wind 260 degrees, 5 knots.
Clear takeoff 26 left, Skyways 1725, cheers.
See, all stations dictator will be back in 1 minute.
V1, rotate. V2.
EGT for Hotel Charlie, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear land 26 left, CZ24, Hotel Charlie.
Arnie. Register to turn left heading 070 degrees.
070 degrees, what is 02? Wind check.
Yeah, apologies, 2605. EG725 behind the landing company A320 via Mike 1 line up runway 26 left behind.
Behind landing, line up runway 26 left, behind EG725.
Skies 1725, report your altitude. Thank you, climb now flight level 130. Easy 360 Alpha, turn right, turning 270 degrees, descend, flight level 70.
Right, heading 270 and down to level 70, easy 360 to Alpha.
Roger, sir, to descend to altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1026.
Good afternoon to you.
Affirm.
3,000 feet, QNH 1026, 402.
Easy 725, runway 26 left, clear takeoff, surface wind 260 degrees, 5 knots.
From takeoff, runway 26 left, D725.
Easy 24 Hotel Charlie, welcome to Gatwick, taxi right Juliet, hold short Romeo, ground 121, base Malay, goodbye.
Right, Juliet, hold short Romeo, ground 118, thanks very much for the service, easy 24 Hotel Charlie.
Speedbird 2652, sorry for leaving you there, there's no further ATC available this side, however there's loads either in Europe, Langen radar, about 65 Munchen radars, but for now continue with Unicom 123 base Malay, have a nice flight.
And I thought I got a quiet flight up ahead of me, but oh well. Thank you very much for the service, Matthew, and talk to you later. Bye-bye, Speedbird 2652.
Gatwick approach with 4425 with information Mike.
Swiss 445 Gatwick Dictator, good evening. We're landing 26 left for a change, there's no delay. Maintain flight level 80 for now, and you can redirect Timber.
Maintain flight level 80 Timber. Swiss 4425.
Skies 175, you have left my airspace now, nothing further for you, so resume main navigation and continue with Unicom 122 base Malay. Have a nice flight.
Yeah, nothing further, Unicom 122 decimal 8. Skyways 1725, cheers, bye bye.
EG725, airborne passing to 1,600 feet at mile to X-ray departure.
Skyways 1725, good evening, Dublin Approach. Identified, cleared battery 1 Lima, arrival, landing runway 28. You continue to stand flight level 070.
Yep, battery 1 Lima arrival for 28, continue descent, flight level 70, Skyways 1725, cheers.
Ryanair 185, Compass 9 miles. Ryanair 1, thank you. You can contact Ryanair 118.6, bye. 186, Ryanair 1, bye. Ryanair 669, redirect Lapmo, descend 3,000 feet, QNH 1021.
Can you repeat that, Diamond?
Ryanair 669, redirect Lapmo, Lima Alpha Papa Mike Oscar.
Okay, Diamond to Lapmo and descend to Israel.
Dublin Approach, good evening, Eagle 227, passing level 170, direct Ramox, information is Foxtrot.
Eagle 227, good evening, Dublin Approach, cleared bags up 1 Lima, arrival, landing runway 28, descend flight level 120.
Cleared bags 1 Lima, runway 28, descending level 120, Eagle 227.
Have to be. Eagle 227, descend flight level 80.
Descending level 80, Eagle 227.
Skyway is 1725, redirect Latmo, descend 3000 feet, QNH 1021.
Direct Latmo and down to 3000 feet, QNH 1021, Skyways 1725.
Ryanair 669 from Latmo, cleared ILS approach runway 28, report fully established.
Roger that. Runway inside. Ryanair.
Ryanair 669, thank you. Contact the tower now, woman 8006. Bye bye.
Hi.
Skyway is 1725, reserve your speed 180 knots, cleared ILS approach runway 28, report established.
Speed 180 knots and cleared ILS approach from Latmo, Skyways 1725, all report established.
Skyway is 1725, make that speed 160 knots.
Yeah, 160, Skyways 1725.
Dublin Approach, good evening, 2EF412 with you, passing through altitude through 2,700 feet.
2EF412, good evening, Dublin Approach, radar identified on departure, climb flight level 120.
Further climb flight level 120, 2EF412.
Eagle 227, redirect at lap mode, descend 3,000 feet, QNH 1021.
Down to 3000, QNH 1021 and direct lap mode, Eagle 227.
Skyways 1725, fully established 28.
Skyways 1725, thank you, reduce minimum approach speed, contact the tower 118.6, bye bye.
Yeah, reduce minimum approach and over to tower 118.6, Skyways 1725, cheers for the service, have a good evening, bye bye.
Eagle 227, reduce speed 1, correction 200 now.
Speed 200, Eagle 227.
Dublin Tower, good evening, Skyways 1725, fully established 8 PME, minimum approach speed.
Skyways 1725, continue approach, 1 ahead for landing, and there will be a departure in between.
Continue approach, Skyways 1725, cheers.
Ryanair 1, just want to check our flight plan went through there. Ryanair 1, flight plan closed, 2108, good night. And that's copied, we refiled, did you get a new plan? Apologies, we have your flight plan there now. Do you request clearance? Yeah, we'll take it now, Ryanair 1. We're on 133 Sierra, on laser 45 West Golf. Ryanair 1, you're cleared to knock on the Cirrus 1 Alpha departure, runway 28, initial climb, flight level 90, squawk 6615, contact Dublin departure 121.1.
Clear to contact on the Zurich 1 Alpha departure 28, 599 and airborne is 121.1, Ryanair 1.
Ryanair 1, read back correct, call ready for push and start.
We'll go push and start.
Hotel Charlie, India 180, heavily clear, takeoff runway 28, wind 230 degrees, 15 knots.
Ready for takeoff 28 right, or sorry, 28, 180 heavy, thank you.
Yeah, Skyways 1725, am I going around here?
Skyways 1725, apologies, go around, turn right, fly heading 360 degrees.
Going around 360 degrees, Skyways 1725.
Ryanair 669er, Dublin Tower.
Go ahead.
Ryanair 669er, taxi Bravo's left turn onto Mike's, hold short runway 1634.
Taxi along Bravo Mike and hold which runway, sorry?
Taxi Bravo's left turn onto Mike's, hold short runway 1634.
So Bravo left on Mike and hold short.
Dublin Tower, good evening, Eagle 227, established runway 28.
Eagle 227, Dublin Tower, good evening, clear to land runway 28, wind 230 degrees, 15 knots.
Clear to land runway 28, Eagle 227.
Skyways 1725, contact Dublin Approach 121.1.
Yeah, approach 121.1, Skyways 1725, cheers. Dublin Approach, Skyways 1725, back with you on the go around.
Skyways 1725, hello again, turn right, heading 120 degrees.
Right, heading 120, Skyways 1725.
Skyways 1725, you can maintain altitude 3,000 feet.
Maintain 3,000 feet, Skyways 1725.
Dublin departure, sorry about that. Hey, Corp 180 is with you. After runway heading, we're at Firewall 9 now.
Okay, call 180, no problem, your radar identified on departure, climb flight level 120, redirect to Team Core.
Direct Team Core up to flight level 120, thank you, 180.
Skybase 1725, turn right heading 170 degrees.
Turn right heading 170, Skyways 1725.
Skybase 117, you correction, Skybase 1725, right turn heading 250 degrees, cleared ILS approach, and 28, report established.
Right turn heading 250 and cleared for the ILS. Will report established, Skyways 1725.
Hey, core 180, contact channel control 131.150, but wait.
121.250 for Haycock 180, thank you.
Skyways
Skybase
172.
1725, sorry, you can contact.
Oh, I was just about to say we're fully established, Skyways 1725.
Skybase 1725, no problem, you can contact the tower again, 118.6, have a good night.
Yeah, back over to tower 118.6. Cheers for the service again, bye bye.
Skyways 1725, Dublin Tower.
Yeah, Skyways 1725, fully established, 8 DME again.
2500.
Skyways 1725, clear to land at runway 28, wind 230 degrees, 15 knots.
Clear to land 28, Skyways 1725, cheers.
Eagle Air 227, cross runway 1634, link 4, stand of choice.
Clear to cross runway 1634, then link 4 and stand of choice, Eagles 227. Hi, holding short, Echo 1.
China Express 718, roger, hold position.
1000.
China Express 718, do you have the Boeing 737-800 on finals in sight?
Roger, we have the traffic on final. Express 78.
China Express 718 behind the landing 737, line up at runway 28 behind.
Line up behind arriving flight UK 73 for Express 718.
Approaching minimum. Minimum. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Right now, one request taxi.
Line now 1, taxi link 5, Papa 1, enter runway 16, hold short runway 28.
Link 5 Papa 1, enter backpack 16, hold short 28, right now 1.
Skyways 1725 vacated today.
Skyways 1725, roger, on the ground, time 2122, right onto the Bravos, left Mike, hold short runway 1634.
Right Bravos, left Mike and short of 1634, Skyways 1725.
China Express 718, clear takeoff runway 28, wind at 230 degrees, 15 knots.
Clear takeoff, Express 718.
Skyways 1725, do you have a standard choice, sir?
I'm certainly not particular, sir. Skyways 1725.
Ryanair 1 ready for departure.
Ryanair 1, Dublin Tower, amendment to your departure clearance.
Go ahead, Ryanair 1.
Ryanair 1, once airborne, contact Shannon Control 131.150.
After departure 131.150, Ryanair 1.
Ryanair 679er, Dublin Tower. Skyways 1725, cross runway 163.4, report vacated, link 4, standard flight. Ryanair 1, line up at runway 28 and wait.
5328, Ryanair 1.
Skyways 1725, roger. Ryanair 1, Dublin Tower, another amendment to your departure clearance.
Go ahead, Ryanair 1.
Ryanair 1 after departure, fly the extended centre line, initial climb, flight level 9 0, contact Shannon Control 131.150.
Flight to track extended central line, climb line 0 on departure 131.115, Ryanair 1.
Ryanair 1, clear takeoff runway 28, wind 230 degrees 15 knots.
Ryanair 1 Dublin.